How's your spirit? Boy, do I look disheveled this morning. Let me go ahead and fix this brightness on my phone real quick. Sorry. Yes, I'm live. I hope you guys got notifications. Please turn them on. Yes, I'm going low key on this one because it's early in the morning for starters. Gosh dang it. And second, I'm really thoroughly irritated with more tech than y'all can imagine right now. See how this is just giving me the business today? I'm telling you, you guys, it's just me and technology around my birthday every year go through this. I know Quantum said it was something to do with the Torah field, but isn't that over by now? Anyway, oh, this one is again just because, you know, I looked in and I think uh, I actually enjoy Bala X's content in full stop there. Hennywise gang, shout out to y'all. Excellent way to stay informed on who is out here doing the messiest, the most, whatever you want to call it in these streams. And so I definitely, I appreciate your services and your content. Somehow I knew that this would end up on one of you two's radar because that's my brother at Darrel Long. I love you. Savage is legit in this case. Like, whoo, honey. Notorious is an understatement. I'm trying to get my life together so that before I go on this rock, you know, I can go ahead and pump up your ego and pump up my spirit enough to be able to get out here in this Tucson sun. I had to make a couple of adjustments um, for myself today because, well, look at that, y'all. I got bags under my eyes like I didn't sleep. I slept last night. I got up this morning. I started smoking on this bowl because I slept uncomfortably. I woke up with some headache or whatnot. But anyway, I just want to talk about the savagery that was taking place and get my walk in because that's what I do. But first, I'm going to go ahead and play Darrell's theme song because, well, you was definitely there now, young man. Actually, I don't even know which one to play for you. Out of all of Biggie's songs, what's the biggest one? What's the one that's gonna be most legitimate? Like, yo, Shawty, you did the most, Shawty. Like, Savage Shawty, that should be your doggone nickname in these streams, because woo, it was a lot. Um, and please, y'all, I'm not saying this from a place of lack of understanding. If you look underneath Bala X's video, I already left a comment that say wherever they go, there they are. I have been watching these men do this for a year now, and mostly over some bullshit ass tether that don't even have a platform or viewing and doesn't even speak to or about them because he can't. He's as dead in the water as he can be. Hey, Jenny, how's your spirit? Thank you for joining. Much love to you. Um, so yeah, I don't speak from a place of lack of understanding. Like I said before, I have a whole set of playlists. I have a playlist dedicated to it because I got sick and tired of witnessing it. And then here we are anyway, because other people need a clown show. These two go over there and act like a couple clowns. I love y'all. Well, love one, appreciate the existence of the other. Ernest, my brother, you really, 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 really need to work on it. This is not, I mean, it looked bad for Darrell, yet you were on the back foot the entire time, dude. Real talk. And then on top of that, is the same thing that he's been saying for at least the last 6 months. Whenever he decides to go off, and you have no argument to it yet, it look kind of way. It seems a certain sort of, you know, what you. Oh, anyway, I'm not here to do that. Uh, Here, I don't know. We're just gonna play this one. I think both of you um, need to respect the energy in this space and understand that it can go left real right real damn fast. The song should be "What's Beef Here." I'll look it up, Jenny. I don't think I know it. Let's see. Okay. I'll tell you guys. Maybe on the walk, I'll tell you the story about why I stopped listening to Biggie's music. The commission, Uncle Paulie, P. Diddy, Leo, I mean, honey, I could tell you about the beef probably better than these two knuckleheads could at this point, right? Yet at the end of the day, it's just like, dude, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Whose entertainment value is being provided here? You know, I want to, and then I just want to say this for the record. It seems as though, and if I'm wrong, because Jenny, you watch my platform and you watch, I believe Fight Club, right? It seems as though Mr. Daniels has fit. Because Mr. Daniels said, I can't be this, Jenny. This is way too chill. This is way too real talk. You might as well just go ahead and do it, because he that sassy. He'll be all right. This should be it. When I play this song, he gonna get up and start dancing. I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever. Oh, believe me, yeah. I'm the hood Mona Lisa, break a nigga into pieces. Had to X and cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All the little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water, I'm a mother and relaxing. I would never trip on a nigga. You tell me right now that Darrel ain't over there smoking his blunt and dancing right now? I'm savage. Okay. Classy, bougie, ratchet. He don't mind in all of his Virgo glory right now, singing and dancing, talking about how savage he is. He got layers somewhere talking about savage. Okay, let's just call it what it is. But at the end of the day, it does seem to me that Mr. Daniels told a story. Look, see Jenny laughing because she knows it's true. You can see it too, can't you? He's throwing the hands and bogan baby. I should have played the version with Beyonce so that he could really get into it, because she coming straight up at the third. Oh, and then he was all in it, right? Then he all in it. So, see, Jenny said, I sure can see it. I know you can. It don't take much to see Darrel going in there, just shaking it and sharing it and doing the thing that he do. Too funny. Oh, shit. I done tickled myself this morning. Okay. As I was saying, though, it seems to me that Mr. Daniels told a fib, right? Because Black Beauty in the clip that Paula X presents says something about being careful what you say. Sway says something about y'all need to keep this off of YouTube. We can't bring up wives. And then Darrel says, no. We handled all of this in the back. Okay. Now, this is still Anton Daniels' Fight Club. And so, as I said in the previous stream, Anton's responsible. So even if, you guys, my lighting sucks this morning. Sorry. It's really my fault. But anyway, Anton is responsible for his platform. So at the end of the day, all of them private chats and back chats and whatever else, as the one who holds the platform, you saw that. That. It's been said that you've seen that. Maybe not out in the world, but we know behind the scenes you didn't seen it. You gotta clean up your house. That's fine. I respect that. I appreciate you coming on and attempting to clean up your house by trying to hold at least E Black accountable. I did see that. I did not see whether or not you held Darrel accountable in the chat. I saw him firing up them little angry fingers of his in the chat. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Darrel Long typed like this. You can hear him. I'm a woman with some hearing sensitivity, so you can. That's super audio. Okay. Anyway, you can hear I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna let this one slide. I ain't gonna take no lives. No, y'all, real talk. This man ain't gonna take nothing live in these YouTube streams but verbal shots. And he slays E Black's spirit every time. I don't know why Ernest keeps getting up there. If you can't at least present E Black when you get on camera, you and Ernest need to go the fuck home. Stop it. I'm just saying. Okay, Jenny, I'll chill out because Jenny said her stomach hurts. I will give it a pause. I'm gonna smoke this cigarette. I'm gonna give Ernest and Anton and whoever else is in that tribe or camp an opportunity to talk shit about my toothless ass smoking a cigarette. Come for me, bitch. I'm healthy than a motherfucker. Want me to prove it to you? Here, come see me. Come see me. I check that shit. Oh, look at that ship is sailing, motherfucker. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, Father Jesus in the morning time. It's something special about me. Okay, we're going to go for this walk because it's hot as hell in the desert. She said, bam. Oh, no, I threw a grenade. Grenade, boom. Okay. Have y'all seen that? We're going to have to do a watch party somewhere. You know what? Please, Jenny, whoever else, y'all make sure that you subscribe to the Facebook. I'm going to put the Discord link in there. Some things are changing. But we are going to do a watch party, and I'm going to have to do that D. Ray Davis video. So whenever I say grenade, boom, y'all know what I'm talking about because I don't have the time to be doing all these clipping and shit. I have the Hodgepodge's studio. Look at here. Let me show you. This is it. Because I create out of love and enjoyment. Look at my cannabis station, y'all. Ain't that some shit? Check it out. By the way, I need to pack a bowl. Also, I need to refill. Babe, hey, before you come home, can you swing by the dispensary? My bad. So this is it. This is my little workstation, my studio. Ta-da. From here, oh, well, and that, I make the magic happen. Ta-da. Right? So I do a big thanks. Who cares what anybody else says? I show up, I have a good time, I laugh my ass off. Shout out to Yellow Pill Coffee Co. Shout out to everybody who was over on his panel last night. Robbie, I hope that the things that I said yesterday on my live, if you caught it or if anybody shared it with you, didn't go too far. And I admit that yesterday, because I was so frustrated with Restream, I may have done a bit more than I should have. And so I do apologize if it felt personal. That was not my intent. It really was just to be a constructive criticism about the way that we talk about our Blackness and one another as Black people in this space. Fine, you can be a capitalist. I'll be a socialist. You can be someone who chooses to join the status quo. I can be a separatist. We do not have to talk down about the Black lived experience or our people. Whether they are foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slaves, or first generation, second generation Americans. We don't have to talk down about them. Every now and then, I'll go ahead and hit it with a tether. Go ahead and get them numbers up, just like anybody else in the game. Why y'all think Tariq be saying all that shit? Yeah, yes, yeah, he believes some of it. But he also understands that in order to be able to get you to listen in, you got to talk a little bit of stuff. The way I talk shit about sassy ass Darrel Long and sad ass Ernest. It's okay. He looked like a Black Charlie Brown, y'all. And Darrell is that goddamn Lucy running up with the ball and snatching it out from. Worse, actually, Darrell is not even Lucy with the ball. Darrell is Lucy the psychiatrist. Do y'all remember that from the Peanuts? That's. If Lucy the psychiatrist had the football and Ernest Charlie Brown was to show up there, right? That's it. That's it. He just come over and be like, hey, I'll give you a better example. Shout out to you, Sassy. I love you. But here's the deal. You know, the Black woman right now who's in all the hot water for going off, for running her mouth, talking shit about Black men. You need to go to therapy. You emotionally sad, triggered, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. That's it. There's E Black as Charlie Brown and Darrel Long, that Black lady therapist. That's them, bro. Lucy said, I do. I remember Lucy. She was a poor. Amen, Jenny. So you got This is not to shade Darrel and put him in. Okay, maybe a little bit, but it's a choice. Like it's a concern. Like he did it out of direct response to what's going on over here. He didn't always have to be that sassy. I understand, or presume from what I recognize, right? But anyway, in this situation, that's the dynamic. If you put E Black's face on Charlie Brown and you put that chick's face on Lucy with Darrell's voice, that's the actual video that I would have put together. I mean, thinking about it now, because I don't have the creative talent that, I haven't honed the creative talent that Bala X and Pennywise and those folks have. Yet, man, it is fun and fantastic to watch. And I watch some of these things, and we're going to get ready to go on this walk. I really need to pack a bowl. Y'all got to bear with me here. Okay. But I watch these things, and I'll say this. And again, Mr. Daniels, I don't rock with your content. So I watch sometimes and I'll give you a like. I ain't going to subscribe unless I really feel like I need to. And then, by the way, y'all pin the link at the top, which means that you can actually just go ahead and drop into the conversation without being a subscriber. Appreciate that, because should I ever decide that I just need to pop fly, that might be it. I doubt it, though. Okay, so what I was saying was, I am someone who understands herself very well. I know all the things about me. I know what is said, what's supposed to be, what's supposed to be, so to speak, versus the diagnosis that I've had. I understand that I worked diligently to come back from a lot of trauma, to combat the brain atrophy of old age, to do a host of things to stay viable and valuable in the world as I come into my senior adult years. And yeah, baby, senior adult years. Because number one, I am not an elder. Two, I ain't 55, so I'm not a senior yet. And three, look at me. You really want to try to make me an old lady just yet? Come on now, that's disrespectful. Anyway, shout out to the young grandparents though. Kudos to you, Sharon. I couldn't do it. One day we'll chat about your name and the Sharons I've known. That'll be a fun conversation. Something, what did I say? Polite and petty fight club. Robbie said, nah, that ain't gonna happen. But okay, go off. Anyway, so I understand well, let's put it this way. I understand the notorious savage that lives inside of me. Right? As Darrel would say it, I understand my dark energy, my dark side. I do things in order to keep it in check, right? I've always been someone who understood that I did not want drama in my own life. I would do things to avoid it as often as possible. And I believe that stems from being in an abusive relationship. One has to understand what they can say, what they can't say, how to move, when to move at all times when you live with your transgressor. And so I don't go to those places for that reason, to be honest. I mean, I won't get up there and go at it because I'm either going to go off or I am going to freeze. More often than not, rarely do I flee. It's just something about me. I don't know. My parents built me to warrior, or I guess my creator did. Anyway, so when it comes to the channel, I put it in a category with things not exactly right. I have grown as a person. So I will put it a different way. Darrell and I talk often about Game of Thrones, right? Rob Stark, all that, blah 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 blah, right? So at one point when I first come home from the hospital, that would be it. I watched a lot of Game of Thrones. I watched a lot of a show titled Rain. I watched a couple of other streaming programs, right? Ooh, that sun is getting brighter and brighter, y'all. We're gonna have to hurry up. Okay. Ooh. So it fed the depression in a way. Or I could say rather it soothed the depression to see the darkness. Um Before I had the trigger, right? Before I went into the hospital that time, I would watch a show titled Snapped. And honey, that was all about women who or people who snapped in their relationships, right? Jenny says, I avoid those spaces. I tend to absorb others' negative energy until I can dissipate into a good outlet. Useless knitting. Amen, hun. Amen to you for understanding that you have to have some release. So for me, I would watch Snapped, right? Because I realized I didn't have that in me. Not the ones where people chose to be murderous because murderous for money, whatever. I mean, the ones who actually snapped in order to get their freedom or gain their freedom. I didn't have that in me, or I didn't snap enough, or whatever you want to call it. So I would watch this show, and it would ease the anxiety of knowing how unsafe I was, right? At all times. Until recently, I felt this way. And to be honest, you all, I still do have real concerns about my physical safety when it comes to my soon to be former marriage. Because when someone feels as though they own you, a piece of paper means nothing. The law means nothing. And I have firsthand understanding of the outcomes when someone chooses not to give a damn about the law or the paper or the stuff, you know? So I've evolved from there to like 2018, 19, or yeah, 18, 19 was pretty much Game of Thrones and political content. And that eased some things for me in a different kind of way. Y'all, I really need to go for a walk because it would be so bad for Daniel to come home and be like, really, bruh? You supposed to have been anyway. Uh, let me like this. I suppose this would be a good place for me to do my little affiliate marketing if I was gonna. Ta-da, y'all! I will get it together and put my affiliate marketing link in the description. It's not that I don't have one. It's not that I didn't know how to do this beast, y'all. I just simply had to choose to stay off the beaten path for a reason. But anyway, so after years, a few, couple, 3, 5 of watching Snapped, I moved on to watching Game of Thrones. Now, mind you, I'd already watched Game of Thrones when it came out. I read the books more than once. Ooh, y'all missed so much if you're only show watchers, and you're disappointed if you were book readers when you saw the show. However, all of that is just simply to say that there was a certain level of darkness, yet fierce warriorness in Game of Thrones that I could relate to, that I needed to witness, right? Um, and wrap my brain around, to get my brain off of what it was that was unraveling me. So I swear I'm going, y'all. I swear. Uh, Along with Game of Thrones, I watched a program titled Reign. And it's about Mary, Queen of Scots. Oh, all right, Jenny, honey, we gonna have to get into it, child. There was what's her name? She stole my thunder. She was doing a silent Game of Thrones reading. I don't know what that was. No offense to you. I congratulations on making it to 1,000 subscribers. Kudos. I don't know how you did it. Rock with you. I mean, I not no, I don't. No, I don't. Congratulations to you. Yet, watching you watch a book was just a bit much for someone like me, especially since I'd already read it. So anyway, there's that. But I'm just saying all of that to say that Game of Thrones is a fantastic series. Yet anyway, after Game of Thrones, I watched the show, a program titled Reign, and that's about Mary, Queen of Scots, and her story. Excuse me, guys. Let me. Sorry, I thought I heard my coffee maker go off. Anyway, okay. So Mary Queen of Scots and her power, her reign or power or lack thereof, or whatever. Anyway, um, and that was interesting and somehow inspirational. I believe that art can be inspirational. I don't believe that people should be inspirational. They should encourage you to inspire. Um, Aspire, excuse me, to greater things. Yet something about placing a person in a spot for you to be inspired. Amuse, I get. Yet amuse is often placed on a pedestal rather than seen for who and what they are. And so there's a thin line there between muse and pedestalizing, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. So I watched Rain. That's about two women, two powerful women, plus a lot of politicking women. Um, and then from there, a journey through media, right? And we land here now in this time where I don't want to be as dark as Snapped. I don't want to be as medieval as Game of Thrones. I don't want to be as pretentious as Rain. Um, I just want a distraction, just a distraction from whatever it is. And so there are certain platforms that I'm not subscribed to. I'll listen to, so they'll get a like. Sometimes they'll get a share. Um, but they're a distraction. They're not something that I find value in. No offense to any of you. Other people may find value in your platforms. And that's not to say that I don't find any value in it. It's just not the value that's going to move the needle for what it is that I am trying to do. Yet, there is some value in the conversations that you have. Shout out to I see your little podcast. Um, you had a great conversation on intellect. Unfortunately, those conversations get derailed when you have people who want to be savage at all costs or believe that they can show up, throw a grenade, and not catch some of the blowback, right? And Fight Club has a lot of those people. Um, so I kind of listen in when I'm gonna lay down and rest, and I just want to listen to mess, you know, and think about the mess in my house that I got to clean up. Do I need to clean the kitchen? Do I need to clean the bathroom? Do I, that kind of thing. I sing your little podcast a lot of recently in an effort to kind of like uh, relax into my sleep space. Like it ain't so bad. They don't get too loud over there. They do get a little messy, and sometimes they'll go ahead and get ignorant. Yet at the end of the day, you can catch a gem or two in there. So yeah, I listen to him. And really and truly, like if I think that's pretty much it for the moment. I like I said, I watch more content creators than I speak about. Um, that's not what this platform is for. There are some things that come through my space that um, are impactful to myself or the platform or the channel itself, and so I address those. Otherwise, it really is trying to have conversations with real people while I lay down the tracks for my journey thus far and breadcrumbs for what's to come. So, you know, uh, that part. Shout out to everybody who's mission ready on a Monday. So, what y'all got going on this Monday? I'm gonna go for this walk. I promise. Last time I'm gonna hit this bowl, I'm gonna do this first because I feel inappropriate hitting the cigarette and then immediately walking out the door to go for a walk. Yet I understand that the cigarette's comforting to me somehow. And so I kind of have to take 2 puffs because going on this walk is not comforting to me at all. It's work. It feels like work. Mm-mm. For those of you who might be just tuning in due to the channel, whatever it is, I'm JP, the aspiring matriarch. I live with fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition, and I also have complex PTSD with dissociative identity disorder. And so I am living with those things and fighting back from a near-death experience in February. And so, ta-da, here we are, you guys. Happy, smiling, glowing, shiny as shit. My hair is done. I did that. I cleaned my whole house, did my hair and everything yesterday. I'm so proud. It's the little things in the journey. Amen. No offense to you, brother, but the notion that I am in the space that I'm in today because let me put it the way you were trying to frame it yesterday. The notion that I am poor because I don't know how to make money move is some disrespectful, gaslighting, narcissistic bullshit. I am a 47-year-old, soon to be, woman who did the damn thing. And before my disability diagnosis and the other things that came with it, I was making $52,000 a year plus benefits. Get the fuck out of here trying to frame a narrative of my life from your perspective because you feel bad about the choices that you made. I didn't make you run that race, brother. I didn't tell you to go be a passport homie, did I? I ain't framing no fucking narrative about you. I'm speaking the facts as you present them. Y'all need to learn. If you think Darrel Long is a savage, don't try me. Try him. Or, sorry, y'all can't try Jesus. He's in the table throwing stages. Guarantee it. Let's go for this walk and talk. It takes some balls. Woosah, JP, don't do it. Hold on. I'm pulling back. I'm pulling back. Take some. I don't want to hurt no feelings. That's not my goal. My goal is not to be that mean, that hold on, you guys. I need to disconnect from the house Wi-Fi just to make it easier for me now. Damn it. Unless it won't let me, in which case I'll just let it do it and you guys will see the little. And if you want to know why I have the level of vitriol that I do for Ernest, and some of the other folks in this space, they want to talk shit about poor black people and criminal records and this, that, and the third. You didn't have to be on a platform with that man in the first place. And how many black people do you know who actually have some type of criminal record or charge? What was the outcome? Have they changed their life? Have you seen consistent growth since then? Or do you just want to use their lived experiences for your bullshit ass narrative all the gosh damn time? TBE Trucking, thank you for joining. How's your spirit? I get real sick and tired, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my hat on because it's bright out there in Tucson, these two suns, right? Yet at the end of the day, and grab my keys. It takes a certain level of audacity to be able to state all of these doggone statistics and facts and have this understanding of the world, right? And then turn around and use it in such an illogical fashion against your own gosh doggone people. I just don't get it, right? If you understand that, oh, it's a whole bunch of black men who have been to prison, that we're doing this, that, and the third, we are the most, what is it? Let's use the school to prison pipeline. If you understand all of that jazz already, right? Then why do you have the audacity to come for your people in that way? I really got to clean my screen because it's bothering me. Y'all forgive me. Here, look at that while I take care of it. Look at Arizona. It's sunny. It's bright. Thank you for being in the chat. Please share with your communities. Okay. That's not a whole lot better, is it? My gosh, y'all. I have got to do a better job. I'm getting there. But I'm here and y'all are here and that's what matters. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, if you know all of these statistics and you have this understanding about what it is that your people, because you're going to claim your blackness when it suits you, you'll claim your Southern blackness because you so black, right? Okay. So you'll claim your blackness when it suits you. If you're going to be that goddamn black, then understand the black lived experience and don't disrespect it for your narrative. Be able to speak more clearly, precisely, intelligently about what it is that you're talking about when it comes to your people, and don't shoot at them. Don't stand on their neck. Don't hold them down with your words. And yes, your words can do that because some of your people who listen in, especially when you're following someone like a Wall Street chapter, are young, still figuring out who they are as black men and women in this world. And when you go about the business of being a buster for the sake of being someone's affiliate marketer, you are the problem in the black community and nobody else. And so I will politely tell you about yourself. Yet when you want to call me up to the stage and address me and my comments, I will go ahead and tell you about yourself. I was nice and I respected the house that I was in. Do not play with me. You are not a match for me. Maybe send your wife. We can have a conversation. Don't come running, no. Should I? Anyway, let me keep walking around this block. I guess I got some energy to get out today. Thank y'all for being with me. Here's the thing. Like I said, when it comes to the notorious savage, I have been witnessing this for a year. Y'all been witnessing this for a year. If you've been rocking with my content and his, you understand. Some of y'all been witnessing the watch stuff. But hey, love, how you go? You said you couldn't comment for a while. Oh, okay. So you had to. Thank you, babe, for letting me know. I appreciate that. So anyway, if you've been in this situation, you've been in the situation and you understand it, right? Like you've been witnessing these two do this thing for clicks and likes and clout this long. All over, I'm going to say it, a tether. A dude named Hormeku. Does anybody know Hormeku? Anybody? Can somebody tell me what you know about Hormeku and his channel today? That shit don't even come up in my algorithm. And Anton Daniels comes up in my goddamn algorithm. You hear me? A year ago, he was the one. A year ago, I said, your content is the highest one on my platform, right? Today, don't nobody even talk about it. Oh, and then can we talk about the replacement horsemen? I mean, because the first set of horsemen was some bullshit, right? But then the replacement horsemen, and I really think it was only one. Lemon Head, real estate, that punk. What's his channel doing today? I saw this BS punk trying to do a dating show. Who gonna date you, bruh? Who gonna date you? All they gotta do is look back at my channel and ask Harmony. They ain't even ask Harmony. Just look back at my platform and be like, this is some bullshit. Those videos never got blacked, my dude. Never got blocked. So people can see that you were some outright trash. Not my fault, not my problem. As they say, you will expose yourself. It happens. It's okay. So there's no need for anyone to expose in this space. This is what I've been trying to say to Darrel all this time. This is what I tried to say when we were over there on the now defunct Conversations with King. Sad ass little platform. Come on, brother. Here, I'm going to talk about you some more. Conversations with King. Hormeku. I'm going to talk about you some more. He had all kinds of Latin women over. He opened the gateway kind of for that BS over here in this space. Whatever this space is that I seem to be attached to as a vlogger. Y'all, you know what? We're going to go the long way because I feel that good today. I'm going to pay for it, but my love will be home soon. So, ta-da. Anyway. Oh, and kudos to me, you guys, because y'all might not know this, but I do. I did all of that yesterday, and it should have been taxing enough, or a year ago, 2 years ago, it would have been taxing enough for me to not even be able to get up out the bed this morning. Look at me now. Ah! Anyway. Now, you done invited these people into whatever this space it is that I'm tethered to because I'm black. And we all present the same to YouTube no matter what. Y'all, great day. This thing is just driving your sister bananas. Hold on. Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. Hey, ta-da! Okay. Yes, babe, I am on the move. Thank you very much. Okay, so now if you are, it ain't gonna do no good anyway. Yeah. This madness. If you are black and in YouTube, for a while you are tethered to whatever madness takes place. Whether you're trying to create positive content or not. Thank you, love. One of the things that really bugs me about this particular sector of Black YouTube, what I think that what's his name, Aunt T titled the love and hip hop sector. Uh, I'll even give it to the racist Latina, the Rick Ross kick sector of YouTube. Is the coonery, the not giving a damn about your blackness to the point where you could see someone like Corey Extension, who has almost 15 million subscribers, right? Has been in YouTube as long, if not longer, than Anton Daniels. And when he says, yo, there's racism in YouTube, none of you cooning motherfuckers bothers to say a goddamn thing. You're afraid to even fucking address it. You so afraid of your business, which isn't yours. You all run around YouTube like gang members run around the streets of whatever city it is that they're from. That's the absolute fucking truth. You all will pick a sector of YouTube or ride or die off that bitch as if you own the goddamn block. And you don't own shit. YouTube can pull you down in a New York minute. Ask Mr. Daniels about it. And you know what? It's because you all don't bother to actually give a damn about the culture or the craft. And so they can do whatever they want. to those who look like you, whether or not they're of your kind or not. Excuse me, y'all, gotta be careful. Fat girl. Oh gosh, okay. There's some there's some branches back there. I had to climb through a little bit. Ooh, y'all. All right. Now, so again, shout out to those of you who are mission ready this Monday and understand the assignment. Indeed, my love, call back to February. If you all don't know, I say all the time that my experience after my near-death experience, where I went on a little malnourished, dehydrated expedition through the streets of Tucson, I spent a lot of time feeling like a little girl, and I was walking back here in this space, and at the time, I was looking down, and those of you who are military, you understand land nav. I was looking, and I kept seeing these footprints, and as I saw the footprints, it made me think, okay, this is the way to go. These are the footprints. This is the way to go. Keep going the way the footprints. Someone went before me. Someone walked before me. Shout out to Mark Harris, because Jesus walked before me, so to speak. And it would take me 2 days to get back home from that experience. And then I would get home and I'd be kidnapped from my house, kind of like Daniel, and thrown into the lion's den, which for me was Banner Medical's, whatever, 72-hour, 24-hour, 36-hour, whatever you want to call it, hold that they had, right? So that was it for me. And I had to fight my way out of there without losing my mind or being eaten by my own lions, right? So I made it back home. I fought from there, and Daniel came to pick me up. And so here I am now, testifying to you that was my lived experience. So when I speak in this space, it's because for whatever reason, this is what my creator told me to do today. And same way I was told to take this walk. Same way I know that we can move better, do different daily, and get a different outcome. Because had this happened to me even a year ago, I wouldn't have made it home. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been willing to mount this fight against the Tucson Police Department, Laura Conover, and anyone else who gets in the way of my right to be a citizen free and clear in these United States. Me and the generations behind me. I did a lot and went through a lot in order to raise my sons to be free mentally and financially. I don't ask my sons to pay the black tax. I don't ask them to take care of me every day. The few times that I might have to ask them for something, it hurts my spirit because it means that they can't do what it is that they might want to do in this world. And I never want to be that to them. So I live my life, I run my race, and I have faith that my creator will give me grace. So far, so good. So far, so fucking fantastic. I could care less what anybody has to say anywhere on any given day about me. So I'm almost back home, and I'm finally to the point where I'm getting a bit winded. So I know that when I make this look back, I am going to go inside. I appreciate everybody who's been with me. Y'all, I'll be honest, I don't see myself giving up on Darrel Long anytime soon. In earnest, I haven't given up on you. You need some clarity, brother. You need to get away from this, away from this. You need to detox from this bullshit. Darrel Long, you need to slow down on the god doggone cannabis. Your THC content, oh, I'm sorry, the blood level in your THC is certainly out of control. Or underwhelmed, we need to do some work. Either way, we need to get you together. But at the end of the day, these men are who they are when they first came into this space. A year later, you've either seen them grow, make attempts at change, or become undone. What I can say is the cycle will continue until one of them chooses to break it. No one else can do it for them. The same way that no one can break the cycle of change for Black America but Black America. And we cannot do that by being all-inclusive. Those who are not of us, are allies to us, cannot advocate for us. And should they continue to speak negatively against us, must become our adversaries or our enemies. It's up to them, not us. It's not me, it's not up to me to be a desirable customer. It's up to you to be a desirable brand. How about that? So, who's y'all? I might need to full-blown conserve my energy at this point. Guys, if there are any of you who are watching this who are in the Tucson area, please look at the Facebook group. One of my neighbors had his vehicle stolen while he was up and awake, and they're still trying to get it back. So anything that you all can do to help would be greatly appreciated. And honey, I'm tired. I'm about to go in here, eat some fruits and vegetables. It's supposed to be Meatless Monday. I think I may have earned me some real protein though. Maybe I'll take the sausage out of the freezer. Ooh, I could fry those chicken tenders. I could do that. Oh, the lizards. Oh my God, y'all, there are so many damn creepy crawly things in this doggone area. Whew. It'll drive your girl. But before I go, of course, I'm going to sit down and leave y'all with a theme song because, well, you kept me company on this journey. You didn't have to. You could have just been here for the shade and nothing else. Uh-oh, look at that. Just in time, my headphone went out, which is a sign I've been busy long enough. Are you laughing, babe? Shut up. You're just as bad as Rajique when I said, oh, Jesus. I can't help it. There are certain things that just, they startle me. Which is great because my startle used to be much worse. I used to freeze when I saw lizards. Do you remember that, Daniel? Do you remember when I called you because there was a lizard in the sink? Yeah. Yeah, that was some true, like, girl fear right there. Don't we talk about I remember love? You over there tickled to your spirit. And all those of you who are listening to me right now, like, what the hell, JP? Yeah, fierce as I'm is. Due to the complex PTSD, there was a day when there was this little lizard in the sink. We live in Arizona. I don't know how he got in. It might have been someone's bags or whatever. Anyway, so a lizard was in the kitchen sink and I froze. Like literally, I'm just standing there, oh my God, there's a lizard. Oh my God, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I do this? So I can, like when I'm in freeze mode, there are some things I'm capable of doing. I can speak, I can do some basic motor functions, which includes texting for whatever reason or videoing. I think it's because it's outside of my former framework. Excuse me. Anyway, so I took a video and I sent it to him, and then I called him. I was like, "You got to come and get this goddamn lizard so that I can go on." We lived in a studio apartment then, and it was just like, it was nah. I was so traumatized, and so yeah, I'm better now, though. I'm much better. I can see the lizard and just be like, oh, the lizard. It's a bit much to see them because they scurry so damn fast, y'all. I mean, they move faster than Eminem when he be rapping. I mean, his mouth, because he don't really move very fast at all. And I realized that that's in order for him to be able to keep time. If you pay attention to him, one of the ways that he keeps time is by the way that he moves back and forth and moving of his hands. But anyway, go off. So yeah, I love it. And let me take this out because it's doing me no good right now. And I'm gonna play Rap God. And if you guys are still here and you want to hear a theme song really quick, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll do that for you. Otherwise, I really appreciate you guys staying with me just for the heck of it, because that feels even more like love, even though I know it's pretty much all the same. Have to, is what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, we need to begin to recognize as content creators and as people, no one has to do any damn thing. No one's entitled to a certain amount of someone else's anything, whether it's energy, attention, love. First of all, when we are truly capable of humanness, we open ourselves up to all the love from as many people, and we should be able to give it in the exact same way. And that's not exclusive to a particular gender. It has everything to do with the code that's tattooed on our spirit as people. If you were to look at any of your doctrines, religious, fraternal, whatever the hell it is, it all says the same thing. You need to perform acts of service to your community. And I'll give him credit for this. E-Man is correct when he says that your community is whatever you make of it. Mine is exclusively Black. And actually, before I play, instead of playing Rap God, I'm going to play this because this is how I feel. This is how you speak, my brother, and yet it's not how you move. And that's the motherfucking problem. And shout out to the rest of you who seem to have forgotten what Blackness truly is. It has nothing to do with the choices you made and everything to do with how you show up in the world. You need my whole aura screen talent. I've been listening to feel like Griselda and Marvin Wine just to make sure I'm balanced. I'm from the way, yo. Half of my partners are savage, the other half played it out the mud. Hey, maybe listen to this song until you feel it in your spirit. After that, go and look at my algorithm video, the one about Corey Extension. Why? It tells you about YouTube, punk. How to move in this space without being an affiliate. Dang it. I'm getting there. Run your own damn race is all I'm saying, y'all. But that's how I be in the jungle. I grew up around Wallies and Mongers. Ready to stomp it. Go to a jump, yo. I rock the stars to be home. I told my baby girl she go ahead more in the head and just So if you book me for a show and I can't bring my wife and my babies, I'm leaving. Y'all know I have to get to the chorus. It's the best part of the damn song, and there's no way that I'm not going to listen to the whole song because they mean it. I'm gonna learn all the rest of the words. Is what I'm gonna do for y'all, so I can sing the whole thing. Y'all just gotta watch me dance. If you Black, we sing ba 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 west. That's my side. Throw it up. I'ma put it down. We on 5-5. If you Black, But you gotta be kinfolk, baby. That skinfolk shit don't do me. You, patriarchy, chaotic truth, run your goddamn race up out this motherfucking space. Take your colorism, your bullshit, and all that nonsense over there. Us back folks, the ones who been here, true here, grew here, will do the work. And when you come back asking for your space, you gonna have to pay us the same way you paid them cauliflower motherfuckers. How about that? Y'all see my curls are all gone. It's too humid for them to dry last night, a host of reasons. So I will probably let them do this for a bit and then go ahead and recurl them because I don't have to retwist them. Fresh twist. I'm a frugal girl. I did it myself. I don't owe y'all my time, so I did it on my time. You should get some away from YouTube. We on fire, fire. If you black, we sing bop, bop, bop. Way. That's my side. Throw it up. Down. We on fire, fire. Oh. Bop, bop, bop. That's my side. Throw it up. It might be a new South. Southwest, that is, y'all. Oh, shit. Let me quit acting up. Okay. It's hot, and I'm tired. I'm going to get out this camera so I can take this cover off, turn on the AC, and make me something to eat and get my act right. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me. Y'all made this another fantastic conversation. So keep your spirit up. Look for some highlights. See you in the streams. Remember, 2 days. If you don't see me in 2 days, come looking for me. Deuces.